I've been preparing for like the last 3-4 weeks, getting my gear kind of all in order, making sure I have like stuff somewhat organized, like getting a list together what I need to bring. I've been on the road for almost a month now, and it was like pretty critical that like we had everything like, you know, good to go for this trip.
Oh yeah, that was a fish. Yep, that was a fish. Fuck! Well, lost the first one on the trip. I got 41. Oh god, that gets my heart going every time. Like, it came out of nowhere. Oh, dude.
You're like, was that a fish?
I couldn't tell. I didn't see him in the 8 after that, and then I did my big wide turn and came out of nowhere. Did you hear my voice crack when I lost it? I was like, whoo! Oh man. Wow, that gets me going. I missed that. I missed that a lot. Holy cow. Woo!
It is kind of the first day here. We just got to Tamarack a little bit earlier, and we kind of got settled and then spent a little bit of time out on the water this evening, probably about 30 to 45 minutes, and then we got chased off by rain. And we're just getting rigged up for the week ahead, and excited to be here. And yeah, we'll get some muskies in the net, and hopefully cameras will be rolling. Check one, check, check. I'm talking now. I'm quieter.
The first day we got here, we moved to some fish. I had one up and had it eat in the 8, lost it. Wasn't a big one, so it wasn't a huge deal. The next day, we went all day without really catching anything, and then right at the end of the day, I caught 2. I ended up getting a 44 and a 48.
Yes! Yes! Textbook, baby. High five now. Thanks. That was right where we were supposed to be.
That was sick. You were so quiet. I feel like there's when I look over the thing, I'm like, where? I look over the guy.
Oh, got her. Got her. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, Adam. Oh my god. Motor. Motor. Motor up. Nope, never mind. We're good. Okay. She's here. She's here. She's here. She's here. I need you. I need you. I need you. I'm sorry. All right, ready?
Yep.
Get her. Get her. Get her. Get her.
Oh.
Yes! Are you joking me?
Oh my gosh, dude. That was unreal.
I'm thinking that this fish is probably around 46, 47 inches. I don't know. It's in the water. I thought it was around 50, but we'll see. I need to go to the gym. Dude.
Oh my gosh.
He is fat.
bumper.
All right, let's get her on the board. Oh. I haven't had that happen and be successful up here before. I was just saying to Adam, like, I had a fish follow in. He was coming to grab a hook sharpener, and I had a fish follow in. Comes around the 8 one time, and it just turned off. And I was like, "Hey, buddy, like, get your hook sharp. Like, let's go back over there, and let's see if we can't get that fish." So he gets his hook sharpened. He gets his hook sharpened, and we turn back around, and he gets a cast on it, and then I casted my first cast, like maybe a quarter of the way through. I feel like my bucktail feels weird, and I set the hook, and I see that face just right behind it, and I can see it like kind of doing a little bit of a head shake. I'm like, oh no, that's the head shake of death. So I was scared, but we got the fish in the bag, and those are the moments we live for right there. That's why we do this. That's why we come up to 6-7 hours into Canada from where we're. That's why we come 6 or 7 hours away from our houses into Canada. That's why we bust our nuts every single day out here. That's why we cast pound lures at points to try to catch fish exactly like that. So it's great that, you know, after a tough day of fishing, stuff's starting to come together. Spots that we've caught fish on before and stuff that we know that's working is working again, and it just gives us confidence moving forward in the week. So.
Mav managed to break his PB once again, so that was pretty sweet, just to be able to witness that. And I've been fishing in the back of the boat, so I usually have a pretty good view of the water in front of him when a fish comes in. I mean, every fish catch is cool, but it's pretty cool when it's a 48-inch muskie and your friend's screaming at you and you're just trying not to mess up. So I'm glad that went according to plan.
Going back over there for that thing. And then if I don't catch it, then hopefully you catch it. You got him? Yeah, you got him. Okay. Still got him? Yep. You still got him? Okay. Okay, can you come to the front? Come to the front.
There we go.
Oh, that's a different fish, I think.
I think it is too.
Nice, man. Heck yeah.
It ain't that big, but I'll take it, dude.
Oh, heck with that, man. That was sick. I bet it's close to 40 at least.
Dude, that was so sick.
Here we go. Oh, she's a stocky little girl. All right, so this is my first fish of the trip here. Not a giant, but a really healthy fish. She's kind of pissed off, so I'm gonna bump her quick and then we can get her back in the water. Double 10 bucktail, right off Rock Island. About halfway through the cast, so not a figure 8 fish, but really fun when they eat it out there because you don't have to, they just eat it and you're on. So
how's the day been?
It's been a tough day. It's been, you know, we've seen a few fish, but nothing has been, no fish have been really catchable, I'd say. They've been kind of deep, slow followers. Yeah, nothing's really eaten yet. So this is, oh, and she's gonna go here. She's getting ready to kick here. There she goes.
After that, like, the fishing's been pretty off. Adam got a nice one yesterday, got a like 38-incher.
So we've had a pretty good trip so far. It's been pretty eventful. Not necessarily in terms of the fish and the fishing action, but just in terms of being up here.
last night, Adam and I were fishing one of our last spots of the night, and something didn't feel right on my trolling motor. I've had a cable pop out before, and I knew that was a breaking cable, so checked the foot pedal, and it was fine on the foot pedal. And then we took a while to figure out how to get access to the cable at the head, and we figured it out, but yeah, that's not good. So we ran about 2 hours to the southeast of where we were at, and now we got our parts, and we're gonna do a little install and hopefully be back on the water by tonight. So it sucks, but you know, there's really nothing you can do about it. Can't be more thankful that somebody at least had the part, and we're able to get back on the water. So stay tuned. We're hopefully gonna catch some more muskies. I washed my hands. It's not horrible. It's not great though. It's not white capping anymore, at least. Let's go fish some random stuff. Yep. Free spool, free spool, free spool.
Oh my god. You're good. Want me to come up there?
Nope. Shit. I got her head kind of high.
Yeah, that's okay.
These pliers. That's crazy. She bent that hook out.
Holy cow. Dude, I don't even really remember the cast, but the fish came in kind of low on the 8, but really hot, and came up real fast on it, and I saw her turn, and then it was just game on. And I think I had 2 or 3 turns on her, and she was nipping at it, and I was just hoping she would fully commit to it, and I came around that final turn, and she hooked and just kicked and came up on it, and she barely got hooked, actually, like just barely snoot hooked, and managed to get her in. It was pretty freaking wild. She went nuts at the top, like right after I hooked her. And then, yeah, Mav with the good scoop.
I don't know how much of that we got on film, but that was chaos. Yeah.
Look at that fish, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's a nice one.
Heck yeah.
44.5.
Sick, dude. He's just ready.
So ready. There she goes. Heck yeah, dude.
So we just stumbled across one of the best cabbage patches of the trip. Kind of just found this randomly, actually. So right now, basically what I'm doing is I'm going through side imaging, and I'm marking each side of the weed bed, so I know how big the weed bed is, and we're not wasting our time fishing like stuff that doesn't have cabbage or anything on it. I've got a lot of spots that have rocks and sand and stuff on it, but not a lot of spots with cabbage, so we're spending a lot of time now to save some time later.
You better hope you have spot lock, or you're good at controlling your boat, because it can be a wild ride sometimes, and I'd say even a dangerous ride at sometimes. When that wind really gets kicking, it can be pretty dangerous out there with all the rock, and you gotta stay on your toes.
Each fish is a lesson. Jesus, dude. I'm not even moving forward. Why don't you eat fish?
We've started to make this kind of a tradition to come up here, and it's just really great to hang out and catch up, because we both are really busy in our personal lives and other stuff, so we don't get to see each other a ton. So just to come up here and have minimal distractions and try to focus on catching some fish, but also catching up and having some fun. The people up here are awesome. I don't think I could say anything bad about anyone up here.
Todd and his family do a wonderful job of running this place. They're super hospitable people, like always asking you how your day went, asking if you got any fish, asking if you need anything in your cabins. I mean, all that stuff is what you'd expect from a lodge, but the people that run this place seem like people I've known my entire life. That's what mainly keeps me coming back. But you know, the fishing's a plus.